Hello, welcome to part 6 of my Paramount Home Entertainment VHS collection update 2023 edition. When we last left off in part 5, I stopped at the VHS of Let It Ride. Alright, let's continue on. Next VHS, the 1990 VHS of We're No Angel with Humphrey Bogart, Aldo Ray, and Peter Ustinov, also starring Joan Bennett, Basil Rathbone, Leo G. Carroll, directed by Michael Curtis, and the film is from 1955. Not rated in its 103 minutes. I know there's a remake came out in 1989, which is a box office failure. Here's the tape with the sticker label and label. 16th week of 1990, and there's the Money Sound Only barcode. And this tape still uses the multi-color changing warning screen at the beginning. The next tape, also a 1990 VHS of The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and this is still brand new in factory seal, which I'm going to keep it that way. I also have the 1979 VHS, which I show off in part 1. 123 minutes, not rated. Next up, the 1990 VHS of To Catch a Thief with Cary Grant and Grace Kelly, also starring Jesse Royce Landis and John Williams, not to be confused with composer John Williams, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and the film is from 1954. Not rated in its 103 minutes. I also have the 1983 Laserdisc released. Here's the sticker label, and it's got the Paramount 75th anniversary sticker label. Here's the end label. The 24th week of 1990. Next tape, also a 1990 VHS of Goodbye Columbus with Richard Benjamin and Jack Klugman, and introducing Ally McGraw. And this also has Nan Martin, directed by Larry Pierce, and the film was from 1969. Every father's daughter is Virginia. Yep. Virginia. Rated PG, and it's 105 minutes. Here's the sticker labels, a 1994 reprint. Here's the end label. The print date is January 29th, 1992. The 7th week of 1992. And the 6th week of 1994. This is a recycled tape from Regarding Henry. Up next, the 1989 VHS of Scrooged with Bill Murray. Also starring Karen Allen, John Forsythe, Bobcat Gottlieb, Carol Kane, Robert Mitchum, Michael J. Pollard, and Alfred Willard, directed by Richard Donner, and the film is from 1988. My God, this movie turns 35 years old this year. Whoa. And this is a 1990 VHS reprint. Rated PG-13, and it's 101 minutes. I also got this movie. I'm planning to get this movie on DVD and on Blu-ray. I heard that there will be no 4K release of this film, which is a bummer. Here's the sticker label. It's a 1991 reprint. Here's the end label. The 18th week of 1991. This tape still uses the 1989 tape master. It has the preview for Harlem Nights and Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. This movie came out on video cassette the same day as Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade on November 9th, 1989. The Scrooged debuts the 1989 Paramount feature presentation bumper with the Paramount Communication byline. Up next, the 1990 VHS of Fat Man and a Little Boy with Paul Newman, also starring Dwight Schultz, Bonnie Bendella, John Cusack, Laura Dern, and Natasha Richardson. Rest in peace to Natasha Richardson. And it's directed by Roland Joffe, and the film is from 1989. The story of an extraordinary people who change our world. Rated PG-13 and is 127 minutes. Riveting. Great adventure story, says the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. This is a former rental from Drug City Video. And here's the sticker label and label. Also a former rental from Blockbuster. 18th week of 1990, and there's a Money Sound Only barcode. Next, the 1990 VHS of An Officer and a Gentleman. I also had the 1988 VHS tape as well, which I show off in, I believe, in part 3 or part 4. 126 minutes, rated R. This movie co-produced by Lorimar. Here's the sticker label. It's got the Paramount 75th anniversary. Here's the end label. The print date is July 3rd, 1991. And it's printed in the 28th week of 1991. We all know what this will have at the end, since this copy has a print date. Up next, also a 1990 VHS of Play Again Sam with Woody Allen, Diane Keaton, and Tony Roberts, and it's directed by Arthur P. Jacobs, and the film is from 1972. This also has Jerry Lace and Susan Anspach and Jennifer Salt. Rated PG and is 85 minutes. Here's the sticker label, and it's got the Paramount 75th anniversary sticker. Here's the end label. The 53rd week of 1990, and there's a Money Sound Only barcode. Up next, the 1990 VHS of In Harm's Way with John Wayne and Kirk Douglas. Also starring Patricia Neal, Tom Tryon, Paula Prentice, Brandon DeWild, Jill Hawthorne, Dana Andrews, and also has Stanley Holloway, Burgess Meredith, Francois Tone, Patrick O'Neill, Carol O'Connor, Slim Pickens, and others. Directed by Otto Preminger, and the film is from 1965. not rated and is 165 minutes. Here's tape 1, it's a 1994 reprint. Here's the end label. And unfortunately, this copy has a mold on it, so I'm going to have to get another copy. 27th week of 1989, and it looks like it's the 22nd week of 1994. Tape 2, same thing. This one does not have mold on there. Here's the end label, but it has a print date of May 26, 1989. 29th week of 1989 and the 27th week of 1994. This is a recycled tape from Coming to America. Actually, it's a recycled tape from Star Trek The Motion Picture Special Longer Version. We all know what this will have at the end since this copy has a print date. Actually, it's a recycled tape, so this does not have anything at the end. But I will get a new copy of this in my collection, along with other Paramount tapes that I order off of eBay. So I will list them what movie that I'm going to get in the description down below. In the meantime, let's move on to the next one. The 1990 VHS of the Ten Commandments, with introduction by Cecil B. DeMille, with Charlton Heston, Yul Brynner, Ann Baxter, Edward G. Robinson, also starring Yvonne Carlo, Deborah Paget, John Derek, Sir Cedric Hardwicke, Nina Foch, Martha Scott, Dame Judith Anderson, Vincent Price, and John Carradine, directed by Cecil B. DeMille, and the film is from 1956. Dame Judith Anderson, who also played the Vulcan priest in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, the one that brings Spock and Dr. McCoy's Katra, restored their Katra. Rated G and it's 219 minutes. I also got this movie in widescreen. Now, this movie aired on ABC every Easter in that year. Here's tape 1, sticker label and label. Here's tape 2 and label as well. Tape 1 is printed on March 20th, 1991, while tape 2 is printed earlier on March 9th, 1991. Both tapes are printed in the 12th week of 1991. We all know what this will have at the end since this copy has a print date, both of them. And this tape still uses the Paramount Gulf Western Company feature presentation logo at the beginning. Up next, also a 1990 VHS of Murder on the Orient Express, with Albert Finney, Laura Bacall, Martin Balsam, Ingrid Bergman, also starring Jacqueline Bisset, John Pierce Cassell, Sean Connery, John Gillard, Wendy Hillard, Anthony Perkins, Vanessa Redgrave, Rachel Robbins, Richard Widmark, and Michael York. And this is directed by Sidney Lumet, and the film is from 1974. For some reason, this film is in 2 tape set for some bizarre reason. The original tape from the early 80s have the only one single tape. Rated PG and it's 128 minutes. It looks like, and this is Sean, one of them is playing Hercule Poirot. Here's tape 1, sticker label and label. The print date is September 4th, 1990. Here's tape 2, same thing, and label. Both tapes is printed in the 37th week of 1990. We all know what this will have at the end since this copy has a print date. Up next, the 1990 VHS of The Making of Days of Thunder. NASCAR Goes to Hollywood. And this is never released on DVD. 31 minutes, not rated. It's co-produced by ESPN. I also have the actual movie, which I'm going to show off in part 8. Here's the sticker label and label. The 4th week of 1990, and there's the Money Sound Only barcode. Next, the 1990 VHS of Grease. I also have the 1988 VHS, which I show off in part 4 or part 3. Here's the sticker label and label. The 44th week of 1990, there's the Money Sound barcode. And this still uses the 1989 Tape Master. It has the Paramount Gulf Western Company feature presentation logo. Next, the 1990 VHS of Grease 2 with Maxwell Caulfield and Michelle Pfeiffer. Also starring Adrian Zmed, Lorna Luft, and Didi Khan as Frenchie. Special guest appearances by Eve Arden, Sid Caesar, Dodie Goodman, Tab Hunter, and Connie Stevens. Directed by Patricia Birch, and the film is from 1982. I also got this movie on DVD along with Grease, and Grease 2 is a box office failure. Rated PG and it's 115 minutes. Here's the sticker label and label. This is a 1992 reprint. The 51st week of 1992. This tape still uses the 1985 Tape Masters at the beginning. Up next, the 1990 VHS of The Hunt for Red October with Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. Also starring Scott Glenn, James Earl Jones, and Sam Neill, directed by John McTierney, and the film is from 1990. This movie also has Gates McFadden, Jeffrey Jones, and Tim Curry. 135 minutes, rated PG, and this also has Josh Ackland. The first, you gotta see it. Blockbuster of the 90s, says Joel Siegel of Good Morning America. Here's the sticker label and label. 4th week of 1990, and there's the Money Sound Only barcode. This tape comes in a red tape. I like that. And I'm going to show you one more tape before we go to part 7 or part 6. The 1990 VHS of Ghost with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, and Whoopi Goldberg. Also starring Tony Goldwyn, directed by Jerry Zucker, and the film is from 1990. I also had this movie on DVD. Rated PG-13 and it's 127 minutes. A near-perfect movie. A 10, says Gary Franklin of KABC TV. You'll fall in love with ghosts, says the late Joel Siegel of Good Morning America and KABC TV. Here's the tape with the sticker label and a silver tape. Here's the end label, printing, so y'all know what this will have at the end. This is a 1991 tape, 10th week of 1990. I used to have the McDonald's copy. Unfortunately, that is chewed up by my Sylvania VCR DVD combo unit. Alright guys, that's it for part 5 or part 6, excuse me. Anyway, yes, that's the end of part 5. Anyway, tomorrow in part 6, we will continue with more Paramount communication tapes. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.